Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and we are calling an emergency screaming session for Strike Back.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone?
Or is it going to be technically a Lady Noir crying session? Because, oh boy, this episode was amazing overall, but the love square scenes we got were chef's kiss. Absolute perfection. So let's start with them arguing. I know, a bit weird, but they're hilarious. Adrianette and Risk were all hand-holding and blushing, tell me your deepest, darkest secrets, and Lady Noir in Strike Back are like, how would you like it if I punched you in the face? Cat Noir is eventually like, you want to know my identity, mate? But said in the most passive-aggressive way, or should I say, aggressive way, since Adrian was the one who said it. Strike Back goes to attack them, but even though they're mid-argument, Cat Noir just grabs Ladybug and gets them to safety. Well, I mean, it looks like they hit the ground pretty hard, but the point is they didn't get punched, and he still saved her despite them wanting to kick the other person in the face. Although, despite the arguing, I can't imagine how Cat Noir felt seeing Ladybug and Formidable doing the pound it. I would have cried on the spot if I was him. So the next kind of love square moment is when Cat Noir meets Formidable for the first time properly, and while I understand how annoyed Cat Noir is by this new holder because of the attention Ladybug's giving him, you do have to see that it is kind of cute how happy Ladybug is that her two favourite boys in the whole world finally get to meet each other. She is so incredibly, extremely excited. You'd think she'd be thrilled to learn they're the same person, but turns out, no. To be fair, I'd also die of embarrassment if he started meowing at my teacher too, so fair enough. So Ladybug goes to get the dog Miraculous from Adrian, but he doesn't have it because she gave it to Felix, and she starts to have a panic attack when she realises what's happened and her yo-yo disappears. Thankfully, Adrian is there to calm her down, because Ladybug cannot think straight, and I don't blame her because I wouldn't have been able to either, and he lets her de-transform in his bathroom. And she's like, what if you're Felix? I don't know anymore, I can't trust you. And Adrian says, if you're going to trust me once, let it be this time. Obviously referencing all the times this season Ladybug hasn't put her trust in Cat Noir, but even so, he's still there for her. And in a way, I'm glad he was there to see her break down like this. Not happy she had a breakdown, obviously, that was horrible, but I'm glad Adrian was there to see it. If he just heard that Shadow Daddy had got all the Miraculouses, I'm sure he would have been concerned. He definitely would have been worried about that, don't get me wrong. But this way, he is also very concerned about Ladybug and sees all the pressure she's been under. Of course, that definitely doesn't negate the way she's treated him this season, but it allows for them to start rebuilding their relationship. Although, I don't know how Marinette is going to be able to even trust Adrian at all now. He's going to have to get a tattoo or something on his forehead so she can tell him and Felix apart. So final love square moment, Ladybug is sat crying, listening to Shadow Daddy, thinking she's lost everything, but Cat Noir arrives to support her. He has absolutely every right to abandon her at this point after the way she has treated him this season, but because Adrian is listed in the dictionary as an example for the word wonderful, he doesn't. Lightning strikes and he holds out his hand for her and they hug and promise to get them all back together, and as they look out at the chanting crowd, I absolutely love that they don't let go of each other immediately, and then, of course, she blushes. I don't think she falls in love with him at this moment, and yes, I am aware that thunderclap in French means to fall in love, but I think this is when she finally sees how much she does need Cat Noir, and while I think next season will have a lot of classic Lady Noir content, it'll have them rebuilding their relationship too, as well as hopefully, some reverse love square content before hopefully the reveal in the season 5 finale. Honestly, right now, I'm not that worried about Lady Noir, I'm more worried about Adrianette. Marinette is going to be scared around Adrian like all the time in case he's Felix because of what happened. But either way, I think we can all agree that the love square content in this episode was absolutely beautiful. I didn't realise how much I missed Lady Noir until this season, and while I'm sure they will get the other Miraculouses back eventually as the season goes on, I am looking forward to seeing them go back to just being a duo. So let's take a look at the fan art for this week. We have 6 pieces, the first from Scarlet of Purple Tigress looking amazing. Then we have this awesome drawing of Polymouse from Chandrayi. The next 2 pieces are from Joseph, and they're of Rena Rouge and Carapace using the aqua power-ups, and they look really, really good. I'm just sad we probably won't get to see this in the show until much later if it's going to happen. The next piece is from Nathart and is a transformation sequence for Nathaniel with the Goat Miraculous. It looks absolutely amazing, and it's a good job we have it, because who knows when Nathaniel will next get to use it. The final piece of fan art is from Jemana of me with the Ladybug Miraculous, and if I do say so myself, I look fabulous. There'll be a poll up tomorrow so you can vote for the next screaming session, and also we'll be having a live stream on Saturday so we can have a therapy session for Strike Back. I'll announce the time in the community post. What was your favourite Love Square moment from Strike Back, besties? I'll see you in the next one.